Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the full stack developer series. So in this video we will explore various ways to generate primary key values depending on different use cases. As you know, for a primary key we usually don't manually insert values into the database. Instead, the database automatically generates them. So in this lesson, we will configure how the database generates these values. So this video we just study about first two easy ways. So for the last two, we will continue in the next video. Okay. So the first two is very easy to understand and very easy to write the code. And so I think this video is very short, okay? But I think you can understand what we learn and how these two types can apply for. Alright, so the first method is use the identity. In the generation type, we use the identity. Okay, this method is the default method we have been using the hello world example for the ID field in the user table. So with this approach, the ID value increase sequential by 1 unit every time a new record is created. You can check in your database and you can see every time you add a new record, okay, you can see the ID increase just 1 unit in order. Okay, very easy to understand, right? And for this method, we just use the generated value and set the strategy is identity. And for database, don't forget to put the auto increment keyword for the field you set for the primary key. Okay. All right, so we move to the second method. The second method, we will change the generation type to auto. So with this method, the ID is generated based on an internal algorithm. Okay, so what is the algorithm we will use? We will set that by using the type. You can use the type annotation and put the type here. In here you can put the UUID character. And for the field, we need to change it from primary from the source data type to UUID. Okay, and you need to change something related for the getter and setter. Change the getter to return the UUID, and for the setter also UUID. Okay, and for the database, now we don't need to use the auto increment keyword now, and also the unsigned, because we don't use the small int for the ID. We will change it to use the voucher. Okay, change to use voucher, and maybe the length is 50. Okay, so please note this for the UUID, because the UUID is a string, so we need to change it to voucher and put a length for this, the maximum length for this ID. Okay, so let's run this to change the table structure before we can go in the in the code. Alright, so we can see some error here because we after we create a table, we just insert some we can insert the user without the ID. So we won't run the whole script. We just run the script that create the new table structure. Okay. So after you successfully run to change the structure of the table, let's go back to the Java code, and now you can see we just finished to change the strategy type. And now let's go to the app and run to insert some record into your database table. Alright, after we finish the process, we can go to the database and check the table user. Alright, you can see we have nothing inside the table user. So why we cannot insert some new user here? Okay, you can see we seem we don't have any incorrect here. So but why? So let's go to the function, the method create user. Okay, just go this, and yeah, because now we use the generator, so we need to use the transaction. Sorry, we need to use the transaction. Begin a transaction, and after you save the user, inside you need to get the transaction and commit. Okay, so now we can run the code. Yeah, and after that you can see we have the records inside your table, and here we see the ID in the UUID format. Very easy, right? So you can see we have, because the ID is the UUID, so we can easily use it for the URL. You can put this into a URL that you want to show with someone. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all for today's lesson. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you and see you in the next video.